siksik, liglig at umaapaw tulad ng mga isdang nakukuha sa dagat. Dito sa fishing capital ng Pilipinas, Navotas City, ganun din karami ang pumupuno dito sa ating Navotas Sports Complex. Magandang gabi mga kapamilya. Kayo pa rin ay nanonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Anta-Rajah Cup. Ngayong gabi, for our main game, Navotas Clutch Big J Sports kontra sa Bataan Defenders Baishipping. Muli, magandang gabi mga kapamilya. Coach Martin Antonio kasama Coach Christian Luanzon na maghahandog sa inyo ng paghihimay ng laro natin ngayong gabi with the home team Navotas Clutch going up against the Bataan Defenders.
Isa sa mga paborito ngayon, lalo na pag ginawa mong sweet and sour fish.
Nagugutom tuloy ako.
Magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga televiewers. Ang ganda rito sa Navotas, and we have a good crowd today. And anticipated matchup also. Itong between Bataan and Navotas.
At nasabi mo nga, Coach Christian, maganda na matchup ito ng dalawang teams. Of course, the home team, the Navotas Clutch. Makikita natin ngayon on the team standings. Bahagyang nasa gitna sila at ang Bataan Defenders medyo nasa dulo.
Well, itong Navotas, coming off a big win against Valenzuela Classic, being down, especially in that third quarter, and then having big shots, coming from their key players. Bataan naman, their last game, kalaban ng Imos, both teams winless. But Bataan executing with the leadership of Gary David and Carlos. At ngayon, nakakuha na sila ng unang panalo. Gusto nilang doblehin yan. They want to get into their second game winning streak.
Yun nga ang sinasabi natin. Ang back-to-back wins na yan ang hinahanap ng Bataan Defenders. At makikita nyo on your screens, dalawang court generals. Tila ba mga gliders? The gliders for both teams. Jay Sierra at JP Calvo. Aantabayan na natin yung matchup na yan towards our game. Makikita natin, two court generals, isa veterano, isa bagito, naglalaro pa sa kolehiyo.
But dalawa rin dalawang point guard that loves to score, but really dalawa na magkaibang role. JP Calvo, is the second leading scorer we have in this league. So talagang inaasahan siya umiscore sa Navotas. Jay Sierra, 16 points last game. But really, he's the third option there. Alam naman natin, si El Granada ang tutok ng depensa dyan.
And El Granada nga ang tinutukutukan ng depensa. Pero nung nakaraang laro na yon, rather, ang pumutok, Carlos. 22, 5 and 5.
Ang ganda naman ng all-around performance itong si Al Carlos. Dahil sa performance niya at ni Gary David, kita mo 47%, mataas yan. 73% also got to the line 37 times and a whopping 23 assists. Anytime that you have that 20 up assist, maganda chance mo manalo.
And 91-87 na panalo yan ng Imo kontra sa Imus Bandera GLC Truck and Equipment. Kinuha yan ng Bataan Defenders Baishipping. Punta naman tayo dito sa Navotas Clutch. Galing din sila sa magandang panalo, 82-77 kontra sa kapitbahay nila na Valenzuela Classic.
Well, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, Valenzuela was up to start the fourth quarter, 17 points. Pero dahil sa performance nitong player of the game natin na si Ives Sazon, who had 13 of his 16 points in the fourth quarter, was really the catalyst of that 22-point turnaround. Down by 17, won by 5, 22-point turnaround, 5 3 points made, and 2 rebounds. Kaya ang ganda ng stats nila. How about that bench points? 40 bench points that outscored Valenzuela in that fourth quarter, 34-12.
Napakaganda rin ng kanilang hustle. Double digit when it comes to points of turnovers. 22 puntos, 23 puntos naman para sa kanilang second chance points. At para sa mga karagdagang info galing sa dalawang teams natin, puntahan natin ang ating ikatlong parte ng panel. Ito, si courtside reporter Gianna Lianas. Gianna.
Martin and Christian, kahit nakakatulong nga ang home court advantage, Coach Elvis of Navotas Clutch believes that's not their focus for this game. Playing our usual game is most important, he says. Syempre, the crowd helps, pero kaya namin kahit sino at kahit saan, basta laruin namin talaga ang laro namin. He adds his mantra as a coach, saying, para sa akin, I cannot give up for my players when recalling their last win against Valenzuela Classic and being up during the fourth quarter. He continues, I always encourage the boys to make the most of what we have. Back to you, Martin and Christian.
At iyan na nga po sa aming pagbabalik. Laban ng Navotas Clutch Big J Sports kontra dito sa Bataan Defenders Baishipping.
Bataan Defenders by Shipping. And now let's call out the starters. First, for the Bataan Defenders by Shipping. Point guard number 9 at 5'9", Jay Shera. At center, standing 6'4", Ace Laksamana. At forward, at 6'1", Francis Abidad. At the other forward, standing 6'2", Al Carlos. And at guard, standing 6'2.5", Gary El Granada David. The head coach for the Bataan Defenders by Shipping is Kerwin McCoy. And now Navotas make some noise for the starters of the Navotas Clutch, Big J Sports. Standing 5'11" at point guard, Ron Dennison. The man in the middle, standing 6'3", Chester Saldua. Playing shooting guard at 6'1", Ives Sason. At power forward, standing 6'2", Richard Albo. And at small forward, number 80, Sunday Salvacion. Their head coach is Elvis Tolentino. Officials for the ball game are Jovet Calder, Vim Ocfemia, Julius Tikio, and Clarence Bautista. Fourth man is Romel Alcoray.
And our first five is brought to you by Tanduay Ram 5 years. Tibay ng loob, tibay ng Tanduay. Jay Shera, Francis Ebidag, Irvin Laksamana, Al Carlos at Gary David para sa Bataan Defenders. Para naman sa Navotas Clutch, Ron Dennison at Ives Sason sa backcourt, Chester Saldua sa gitna, Richard Albo at Sunday Salvacion on the forward spot. And to the right of the crowd, Senator Ninong Manny Pacman Pacquiao in attendance. And good evening sa lahat ng nakatutok sa atin ngayon. And ating second game. And special shoutout sa aking malapit na kaibigan, Bojo Hader, na nasa Abu Dhabi ngayon, nakatutok sa atin. Sa mga na gustong manood sa atin, makukuha nyo ang aming feed sa Facebook. Para makita nyo yung mga long three-pointers like that. Hanapin nyo lang kami sa official MPBL sa Facebook at locally sa ABS-CBN SNA.
How about Ives Sason to start again, picking up where he left off. Again, 13 in that, 13 points in the fourth quarter of his 16 and starts out the game with a three-pointer. He had 5 the last game.
5 three-pointers nga ang binitawan niya noong nakaraang laro, Coach Christian.
Mabigat yun. Halos lahat yun sa fourth quarter pa when they made that comeback win and eventually the win against the Classic.
Eto, Sunday Salvacion against the much smaller Jay Shera. And magandang backstory, Coach Christian. Itong si Sunday Salvacion at si Coach Elvis Tolentino were teammates in the first and only champion team ng College of St. Benilde Blazers sa NCAA.
Well, how rare do you see that? Former teammates, and then he becomes your head coach. I think it says a lot about, Sunday Salvacion, who is a veteran, who's played a lot of years, a lot of mileage, but you know, still being able to play and to stay in shape.
And that's how you take care of your body. And our officials pala for today, Coach Christian, Ocfemia Tikid Bautista. At ang ating fourth man, si Ref Alcoran. And as on your screens, you see mga matitibay na coaches. Coach Elvis Tolentino ng Navotas Clutch, El Granada.
The proud son of,
Bataan.
you know, a champion, Coach Ato Tolentino.
Coach Ato, iba yan.
Former NCAA champion.
Yes, with the PCU Dolphins.
Mga mentor ni Eugene Tanyan.
Nanonood. Maraming nanonood sa atin ngayon, mga armed forces natin. Si Kuya Mike Jimenez with the Philippine Air Force sa Bagong Silangan. Nanonood ngayon. Si John Colina with his crew dyan. Philippine Army. Nanonood. Kasama ni Kuya Eugene Tan.
Isa sa pinakamabait na teammate at manlalaro na kilala ko, Eugene Tan.
Ito, Carlos ngayon, umaatake. Side steps. Supalpal yan. Ang ganda naman nung recovery na yon. Off that break.
Ganda ng galaw pero yung weak
even
side.
Better defense.
Oh, not giving up on the play, coming from behind.
Si Vest Sazon. Gary David trying to shoot over the defender. Laksamana tries the baby hook. Wala. Tapigan ng bola. Mananatili dito sa Bataan defenders. Player to watch out for. Ito, isang mahusay din na guard out of FEU. Si Ron Denison. Coach Christian, keys to the game.
Well, they have to live up to their name, no? The defenders must defend. And help is on the way for El Granada. Nakita natin last game yan. Jay Sierra, 16 points. Carlos, best player of the game with 20.
Him once in the PBL and it wasn't a pretty sight.
Ganon din sa akin when I was still playing in college. You know, he had the body that time already. Angat na angat siya.
And the athleticism.
Yeah, and the athleticism. He was more of a, you know, athletic player that time. Naging shooter na siya. Well, first shot ngayon. When he went to the pros.
Oh, di rebound na ito ni El Granada.
He gave the Blazers, you know, I believe that was their last championship.
Their only championship in
they're only in their last championship so far.
Napakalakas nila nun. Dino Perlas, Al Magpayo, Ron Capati, nandun pa. The Menor brothers were with them. And Coach Elvis Tolentino.
That they can live with that shot kay Albo.
Ito Albo ngayon, sinusubukan umatake. Corner para kay Sazon. Overcooks it. Gary David with the rebound. Trying to force numbers. Jay Sierra ngayon, 2-on-1. Off the high board, bintis yan. Tapikan, last touch doon. Si Irvin Laksamana. Ang bola mapupunta sa clutch. Six minutes, 53 seconds remaining sa ating first quarter. Lamang ang Bataan 5-3 kontra sa Navotas. Gabawan ngayon. Pinasok na sa laro. Ang unang bunot sa bench ni Coach Elvis Tolentino.
Well, mukhang hindi siya natuwa sa tira ni Alboron at the top of the key. Kaya ito si Gabawan, who was his starter. Si Sunday in and out. But who was there?
Saldua with that tip in, crashing the boards. Undersized center, but he is very athletic. Nakita natin sa warm-ups pa lang kanina. He can jump out of the gym and tip in para kay Saldua. At last touch doon si Sazon. Ang bola mananatili dito sa Bataan defenders of the right baseline. 13 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. And great shot there by
Edibag, who came off the bench last game. This time gets the starting job and announces himself with a nice left-handed layup.
Oh, yun yung maganda. Yung pagka binigyan ka ng pagkakataon ng coach mo, magde-deliver ka agad. And on the line ngayon, Ron Denison, a very good defender and player. Part of the champion team ng FEU Tamaraos ni Coach Nash Racela. And JP Calvo, ipinasok na rin ni Coach Elvis Tolentino, another champion guard from the Retran Knights program. Mintis doon yung unang free throw. Lamang pa rin ang dalawa. Ang Bataan defenders by shipping. 7-5.
Itong si Ron Denison, no, nabanggit mo nga, kitang-kita yung programa, you know, ng kaibigan natin. Itong si Coach Nash Racela. who started out sa FEU really as an energy guy, and in his last 2 years, developed himself as a scorer.
Critical 3-and-D guy para dito sa FEU Tamaraws. Pero itapon muna natin kay Gianna Lianes. Gianna,
Martin and Christian, the element of surprise is what Coach Kerwin is excited about when it comes to the Bataan defenders. Ang pinakauna nilang panalo nung huling game showed that it is truly about improvement. Maganda ang laban namin against Imus, Coach Kerwin recalls. Maganda ang flow sa offense dahil may connection na ang team. He adds, we had good development last time and now it helped us believe we can do great things. As for who the defenders are relying on this game, Coach Kerwin says, well, all the opponents have scouted Gary, kaya I'm looking for other players to step up. That element of surprise. Back to you, Martin and Christian.
Francis Ebidag, 2 beses nang nagbigay ng layup. And how about Chester Saldua with his second tip in?
Just staying active on the offensive glass, and to follow up on Gianna's report, Edibag, who has 4 points with those nice drives, played only less than 2 minutes last game. So kitang-kita nga yung ginagawa ni Coach Kerwin, binibigyan ng pagkakataon yung mga ibang players.
Basta ready ka, mabibigyan ka ng pagkakataon. Pero doon, shooter's bounce by the former coach of the team,
Right.
Jay Shera.
Tama ang sinabi mo. I think here's a guy, in the first 2 or 3 games was the head coach. And last game had 16 big points for their first win. A big part of that is natanggal na sa kanya yung heavy load of not only playing but coaching the team. So ang ganda ng move ng management na yon para gawing full-time naman na laro na lang itong si Jay Shera.
At itong forward pass na to at atake ni Francis Ebidag ay ang ating Tanduay shot of the game. Tanduay ram 5 years, tibay ng loob, tibay ng Tanduay. Ang ganda nung forward pass na yon.
Oo, ang ganda rin nung finish at composure. Inantay niya lumagpas ang kalaban, mistimed the jump. Gary David with a patented fadeaway, wala. And then finishes on the other side with a right-handed layup.
Ito, JP Calvo, one of the most lethal
Good
scorers.
pass.
Corner 3 there. Ito, Calvo, nasa baba. Over him, Jay Shera on his second field goal of this ball game.
Wow. At what? I'm guessing he's 34, 35 years old, but having still the ability to hang in the air and finish that layup.
He still has the hops. A great pass there by Chester Saldua to Gabawan.
Gusto ko yung nakikita dito sa batang to. Itong si Saldua, very active on the offensive end. Plays with high basketball IQ. And right there, shows also the ability para pumasa. Ang ganda.
Great slide there. Saka ang ganda nung Ang ganda nung sala niya. Pero ito, Jay Shera, hanging in the air. Binomba pa. Klinatch pa.
Ito yung magandang pasa. Off a nice cut in the middle. And just reacting sa binigay ng depensa. Jay Shera on the post.
Trying to bully his way to the basket. Jay Shera with his 6th point in the first quarter. 8-point lead para sa Bataan defenders kontra sa Navotas clutch. 3 minutes and 12 remaining at mukhang matatawagan ng foul doon si Irvin Laksamana.
If there's one thing na hindi nawala kay Jay Shera, is yung kumpiyansa niya sa sarili niya. Kitang-kita pag hawak niya yung bola, yung diin ng kilos at yung buo ng loob para gawin yung galaw na yon. Noong college pa lang, ganyan na dyan si Jay nung nasa Tamaraw siya.
At isa pang nakaantabay sa laro natin ngayon, former FEU Tamaraw point guard Achi Inigo with his wife and his daughter nanonood sa atin ngayon.
Hulaan ko, si Mrs. Inigo.
Oo, si Michelle. Si Michelle.
Okay.
Okay na yun. Francis Ebitag continuing the onslaught. Ito perimeter scoring ang nagdadala para dito sa Bataan defenders. Jay Shera may 6 na dikit-dikit na puntos. Ito pang 6 na puntos. Ginamitan pa ng kaliwang kamay. Ito, ni Francis Ebidag. Lamang ngayon ng 10 puntos itong Bataan defenders kontra sa Navotas clutch. 20-10, tayo po ay magbabalik. And right on your screens, Mr. Arnold Vega Fria, the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League President. Katabi yan si Congressman Toby Chanco with the very nice haircut, Coach Christian. At Senator Ninong Manny Pacquiao. Of course, the who's who ng MPBL.
Huwag mong banggitin sa akin ang haircut. Hindi tayo makaka-relate dyan. Wala na tayong buhok.
Sa hairstyle ni Congressman eh. Dati ganun din yung tutingan natin. Back to our ball game. Ito, JP Calvo ngayon. Sazon, sumubok ng 3. Wala, tapik ni Castro.
Ganda ng pasa. Off a rebound.
Kay Ebita, Gary David. Try to challenge. The defender gets the better of him.
Ganda ng pasang yan. Off a rebound. Pagkakuha sa taas, touch passing para sa 2 versus 1 fast break. Sino yun? Si Laksamana ba yun? Ang ganda ng pasang yun.
Coach Christian, I need to check myself. 21-10 pala before we went to break. Kaya ngayon, 23-10. 13-point lead ng Bataan Defenders para dito sa home team, ang Navotas Clutch.
Makita mo naman yung strategy nitong si Coach Kerwin McCoy. Again, we mentioned this earlier. Yung pagsimula niya dito kay Edibag. Something na siguro hindi in-expect ng kabilang koponan. No? Kaya hanggang ngayon, matatapos na yung first quarter, nasa low pa rin siya.
Ito ngayon on the elbow, Gary David trying to get an ISO against Chester Saldua. Jabbing, going to the baseline, pulling up. Misses it. Laksamana again with a great tip. Fresh 14 para dito sa Bataan Defenders. Trying to get an ISO. Jay Sierra. Laksamana with a cut. Publico with a rebound. Very athletic forward out of the Letran Knights program. Saldua, nagbababa ng bola. Mintis yun. Rebound ni Ebidag. Francis Ebidag trying to force numbers. Pero Saso nandoon at mabilis na nakababa ang black shirts. Gary David ngayon trying to get an ISO. Dyan sa free throw line area. Jabbing and trying to free himself. On top of the defender. Strokes it and gets it.
Well, kung nung first time around naging successful si Saldua, sabi ni Gary David, isang beses mo lang ako masastop. But that was, good defense, just better offense.
At namamagana itong lamang ng Bataan Defenders. 15 na yan, 25-10. At susubukan pang gawing 17. Pero nakastop doon. Itong Navotas Clutch. Castro pulling up. And I think his foot is on the line, so it's just a long 2 para dito sa Navotas Clutch. Bahagyang naapula ang sunog ng opensa ng Bataan Defenders. 25-12. Lamang pa rin ang Bataan. Carlos. Post entry here to Laksamana. Great pass there to Gary David. Gets contact galing dito kay Malto. Hindi tinawagan ng foul. Malto.
That's a foul.
Walang tawag doon natin mga referees, pero yung hampas na yun neto ni Carlos ang matatawagan.
Well, unang-una pa lang nung dala ni Malto yung bola sa gilid. I thought that was a foul already. No call. Buti maganda pa rin ang nangyari. Castro ngayon pupunta. This is the play right here. This is a foul right there. Pagod na kasi si Carlos, nagpapasab na eh. Kaya foul na siya.
One of the more impressive college players the past few years and high school standouts. Ito si Gino Jumawas, ipinasok na para sa Navotas Clutch. He played for the UE Red Warriors and now he's with the Navotas Clutch. A very good high school player sa San Sebastian Staglets program. At pride yan ng Zamboanga City.
Marami nang gagaling dyan.
Oh, marami mo kasi.
Baroka, RR.
Ito si
Jens Nutel.
Jens Nutel. Ito, Kiel Misa. Kilala mo to, Coach Christian.
Former teammate. Yeah.
Para sa Bataan Defenders. Pinasok na rin to si JC Peñaflor. Kaya lang, nag-turnover sila doon. But great transition defense there. Quick hands by Kiel Misa to prevent that fast break. 25 seconds remaining dito sa ating first quarter. You're still watching the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Anta-Rajah Cup. Laban ng Bataan Defenders kontra sa home team, Navotas Clutch.
Good pass.
Sayang dun yung pasa. Maganda pa naman. Minintes. Bola ngayon ng Navotas looking for the last shot. Sazon. Hawak ngayon ni Chris Malto ang bola. Balik kay Ives Sazon.
That's a quick
Jack
shot.
3. Wala. Rebound ni Gino Jumawas. Clutches it. Gets the contact. And the basket.
Turning garbage into gold. What a bad shot by Sazon. They could have ended up for the last shot. Tumira siya. May 10 segundo pa. Buti na lang. Masipag itong si number 23.
Gino Jumawas. And on the line. He's around 6'2". 2 and 3 ang nilalaro nitong maama na ito. Look. Castro trying it. Ay, Carlos rather. And at the end of the first period, 25-15. Ang ganda ng simula ng Bataan defenders. Magandang depensa, turning their defense into offense at walang sinasayang na mga pagkakataon, Coach Christian. Ito makikita natin, Jay Shera with an early onslaught of 6 straight points. Yan ang nagbigay sa kanila ng malaki-laking breathing room after our first quarter. 9-point lead, 25-16 para dito sa Bataan Defenders Baishipping. Second quarter sa aming pagbabalik. And on your screens, the start of our second quarter. And another Illuminati. Isa pang ninong ng basketball. Senator Jinggoy Estrada on your screen. Alam mo, Coach Christian, isa sa mga staunchiest supporters din ng regional basketball. Itong si Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Tama ka dyan, no? Dati rin may sariling team yan back in the MPBL days, San Juan Knights.
At kasama sila Boss Sandy Javier. Maraming mga mahuhusay na players ang nanggaling doon.
Nandun ang idol ko, si Jerome Ejercito, nung panahon yun.
Kaya number 9 ka sa college. Nakwento mo sa akin yan noon. And
Chris Calagio.
Yan. Omanzi Rodriguez.
Rafi Rives started his career there.
At ito, first quarter field goals, Coach Christian. Tabla lang tayo ng attempts, pero mas maraming na-shoot itong defenders. Pero sa pasimula nitong ating second quarter, Ives Sazon pumukol agad ng 3-pointer and he books it. 6-point lead para dito sa Bataan defenders.
Oh, kitang-kita yung importansya ng larong ito para kay kay Coach Tolentino. Itong si Ives Sazon, as you see, the clutch forcing a turnover. Itong si Coach Tolentino, hindi pa nilalabas. Itong key player niya, I believe, parang hindi pa siya pinalitan.
Hindi pa siya pinapalitan. Silang dalawa ni Chester Saldua. Ito, Ives Sazon with a pump fake. Help defender there. Fidel Castro. Misses it. Tapikan ng bola. Makukuha ni James Castro. Kiel Misa. Pass fake there. Magandang takbo doon ni JC Peñaflor. Matatapikan ng bola. Tingnan natin, foul ba to? Mukhang foul nga. Dito kay Chester Saldua. Ang ganda nung shot fake na yun and extra pass.
Tama. And one of the few fouls, really. And you can attest to this, Coach Hammer, no, na ang player umaamin pag foul siya.
Pagka-obvious. Pagka-obvious. Pero
minsan kahit obvious na, ayaw pa rin umamin.
Ayaw pa rin talaga umamin.
And I myself, and when I was playing, am guilty to that. No?
Ako, hindi talaga ako umaamin. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin akong final buong career ko. And on the 15-foot line, JC Peñaflor converting both of his charities. And Sunday Salvacion, ibabalik ngayon sa laro. Labas muna si Fidel Castro. Balik na rin sa laro si Ron Denison.
But this is probably the time na they could take advantage para makahabol. Talking about the clutch. Wala si Gary David, wala si Carlos, wala si as we see a steal by Jumawas.
And that's what you want to see from this young man. He's a very good defender and he forces turnovers. Malaking guard.
Tama. Wala si Jay Sierra who had 6 points. Another steal.
Another steal by Gino Jumawas.
Well, I thought he got fouled there, but it doesn't matter.
And he scores another fast break back. Down to 4 points. Ito ang lamang ng Bataan defenders of those two. Brilliant stops by Gino Jumawas. 27-23. Tayo'y magbabalik. Itong magandang pressure and layup ni Gino Jumawas. Yan ang magiging shot of the game natin. Brought to you by Tanduay. Tanduay around 5 years. Tibay ng loob, tibay ng Tanduay. Alam mo naman, binabaan ng balikat, prinotektahan yung bola, and finishing it with contact.
Napakasimpleng galaw, no? Pero really, that's the basics of a layup. But pwede rin maging defensive stop of the game yun. Inagawan, harap-harapan itong si Kiel Misa.
Ito, nagsisigawan na nga itong mga fans natin with the insertion of Gino Jumawas sa laro. Nagbago yung tempo.
Ito dapat yung maging mensahe natin sa mga bata. Do not underestimate the power of bringing energy sa loob ng court. Yan ang ginagawa ni Jumawas.
At ito James Castro. Sinubukan ng depensa ni Sunday Salvacion. Makakakuha siya ng 2 free throws. What about that energy? Ang ganda ng dinidepensa. It gives your teammates more intensity.
Really, almost before this foul, nakita naman natin, muntik na naman nila maagaw yon. That ended up on a sideline inbound play. But yung mga ganon, even yung mga deflections, nakakabuhay ng team yan at nakakasira ng rhythm ng kalaban.
At yun ang pinaka-importante, yung disrupting the rhythm offensively ng kalaban mo. And if you're just tuning in, 8 minutes remaining sa ating second quarter. Labanan ng Bataan Defenders Baishipping kontra sa home team, Navotas Clutch Big J Sports. Andito tayo ngayon sa Navotas Sports Complex. Coach Martin Antonio on the call along with Coach Christian Lubuanzon. Ito, RV Bringas nasa 3-point area. Wala yan. Glenn Macalinaw, hawak ang bola. JC Peñaflor sliding. Extra pass there dito kay Bringas. Tries it. Masyadong malalim yung tira na yon. Denison may hawak ng bola. Sazon na agawan ng bola. 2-on-1. Macalinaw with a left hand. And again, defense turned into offense. Medyo scrappy yung opensa na yon, Coach Christian.
Well, ang ganda kasi ng closeout kay Sazon. Alam naman natin, he's dead shot from beyond the arc. That time, binaba ang bola, nawala. It resulted into a 2-on-1 break.
And a bad pass there
Unsportsmanlike Sunday
Salvacion. And an unsportsmanlike foul dahil it's not a basketball move, Coach Christian. Matatawagan ng veterano.
Probably not the best way to introduce yourself. I believe this is the first game of Sunday for the Clutch. Right there with a turnover. Anytime na nagkamali ka, no? You cannot compound it with one mistake after another. It will hurt your team.
At nasabi mo nga na ang mga veterano dapat hindi na nagkakamali ng ganun. Especially you're giving 2 free throws and ball possession dito sa Bataan defenders. At, maraming nakatutok sa atin ngayon, lalo na itong mga kasama natin sa AFP. Ating mga malalapit na kaibigan, lalo na si Major Eric Abalos, nakatutok kasama si Sir Jerry Gadong. Nakatutok yan. Kasama rin ang ating boy pabate, si Ayan Javier.
Sama mo na dyan si Sergeant Mendoza.
Ay nako.
Ng AFP.
Kasama ni si John Golina, nakatutok din sa atin ngayon. And ito, Glenn Macalina with a jackknife shot. Wala. Rebound yan ni Ray Publico. Sazon, nagpababa ng bola sa kaliwang bahagi ng court. And let's turn it over first to our courtside reporter, Gianna Lianes. Gianna.
Martin and Christian, disregarding their errors from last quarter is what the Clutch believe they need para makabawi sa game na to. Coach Elvis specifies what they should improve on gaya ng pag-iikot ng bola sa opensa at interception sa depensa. Hinahayaan nyo itanggap nila ang bola, he adds, kulang tayo sa atake. Gino Humawas adds advice for his teammates. Pag hindi natin makuha ang bola, depensa agad. To end his huddle, Coach Elvis told his boys, hindi tayo pwede sa huli lang maglaro. Play now. Back to you, Martin and Christian.
And off that report, JC Peñaflor, nakastroke agad ng 3-point shot.
Tama ka dyan, no? At, pero dahil kaya niya nakuha yung tirang yon dahil sa magandang Napa-wow ni James Castro yung home team sa isang magandang ankle breaker move. Kaya na libre si Peñaflor.
Ito Jumawas ngayon. Calvo nasa corner looking for a ball screen sa kanyang former teammate na si Ray Publico. Jumawas 4-3. Mintis yan. Peñaflor para sa rebound. Castro ngayon looking to engage the offense. Looking for a ball screen. Castro pa rin. Kick out to Peñaflor. Bringas ngayon, nasa 3-point area, trying to bulldoze his way. Walk. But bulldozers are not meant to go downhill. Matatawagan na traveling doon. Itong si RV Bringas. Nag-shuffle yung kanyang paa. Binitbit ang kanyang pivot foot. At balik sa laro, si Gary David. Denison ngayon, may bola. Swinging it to the other side. Jumawas trying to engage the offense. Pasa kay Publico sa loob. Gary David taking the contact. Walang foul na tinawag doon. Bola mananatili sa Navotas Clutch.
Mukhang matatawagan ng faking a foul itong si Gary David or not. So something that the league, the officials has
Very
been
adamant.
Yeah,
Very adamant.
consistent. Yeah.
Pero nabagsakan nga naman siya ng bahagya doon ni Ray Publico. At si Tapica na yan, the veteran trying to save the ball. Kita mo naman, punong-puno tayo ng mga manonood dito. Coach Christian, nakatayo na nga eh.
Turnover.
Turnover there. Hindi pa nakakalapag yung dalawang paa ni Ron Denison. Ipinasa na ni JP Calmo. Turnover yan para dito sa Navotas Clutch. 34-23. 11 puntos na lamang ng Bataan defenders kontra dito sa Navotas Clutch. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining sa ating second quarter. Magandang gabi mga kapamilya. You're watching us live on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. You could also follow us and watch us on Facebook. Official MPBL. So ngayon, showing up that floating zone itong Bataan defenders. Tapikan ng bola, makukuha yan ni Castro. Pasa kay Gary David, trying to gash the defense. Ayan, Carlos ngayon, may bola. Trying to go for a one-on-one on top of the key. Forces a 3. Misses everything. Ebidag, Gary David. No shot is forced by Gary David. And with that 3-pointer, it gives them the biggest lead of the ball game. Talking about the Bataan defenders. Great kick out pass there. And Gary David stroking it for a 16-point lead, 39-23. And right on your screens, isa pa sa mga basketball ninongs natin. Senator Jinggoy Estrada beside Ninong Manny Pacquiao. Mga Pilipinong-Pilipino, Coach Christian, mahal na mahal ang basketball. At 16 na puntos na lamang ng Bataan defenders. Maubusan ng espasyo doon. Itong si Francis Ebidag. Magandang gabi sa lahat ng nakatutok sa atin ngayon. Over sa live streaming and sa ABS-CBN SNA. Maraming nanonood sa atin, Coach Christian.
Tama, binabati ko. Simula college, itong supporter at kaibigan namin as we see Sason getting fouled beyond the arc. Si Chan and si Vay Dizon. Salamat sa support nyo sa amin, tsaka sa MPBL, syempre.
Maraming nanonood nga sa atin, even internationally. Magandang mapuntahan natin yan sa halftime. Bigyan natin sila ng mga shoutouts dahil ang daming OFWs ang nag-enjoy ngayon, lalo na sa format natin na almost intercity, regional ang labanan. Suporta talaga ng communities at LGUs ang key. Kaya maganda itong mga laro natin, Coach Christian.
Well, yan talagang susi sa grassroots, no? Kung talagang tinatarget mo. And I say grassroots because kung gusto mo i-target yung mga local players, eventually, which the way I see it, tatagal dahil magandang programa nitong ligang to, long-term wise, eventually, mas dadami pa yung mga locals ng bawat koponan dito. And who knows? You know, sigurado, dadagdag din ang mga teams. So far, we have 10. Maybe next year, maybe we could have more. Which
exactly.
Is very probable.
Exactly. And nasabi mo nga, Coach Christian, grassroots. Puntahan natin, maraming integration, lalo na Senator Manny Pacquiao heavily involved sa grassroots program ng Pilipinas with the Philippine Sports Commission na pinangungunahan ni Chairman Butch Ramirez at ni Sir Mark Velasco. Ayan, makakasama natin yun sa PSC. But on that fast break, nakabawi inang bahagya. Itong Navotas clutch, care of Ives Sazon, but may haymaker na iba na to. Itong si Al Carlos. Dialing it from 3 and booking it.
Again, a guy who scored 20 points the last game and right now, nagkakaroon ng konting momentum. Itong Bataan, well, they've been leading the whole time, pero itong Navotas, nag-attempt bumalik. And so far, the last 2 and 3 trips, pumapabor sa defenders.
And Coach Ato Tolentino is whispering some sweet nothings. And lamang pa rin ang Bataan defenders, 42-28. 3 minutes remaining sa ating second quarter. Gary David on that elbow. Textbook catch and shoot.
Parang washing machine yan. Itong si Gary David, especially from that spot. Automatic.
Rinse and repeat.
Tama.
Ito ngayon, Jumawas, nasa kanang bahagi ng ating floor. Reverses it to JP Calvo. Looking for an open spot. Pasa rito kay Sazon. Forces a 3 in front of defenders. Mahirap na tira yun, Coach
Christian. Mukhang
Christian.
napapagod na eh. Short na yung mga tira niya. At I see somebody from the sideline ng clutch. Mukhang papalitan na itong si Sazon. 2-3 defense. No, sorry, they're box-in-1 defense kay Carlos.
Showing a box-on-1 on Al Carlos. And interestingly, hindi kay El Granada bumabox-on-1 itong Navotas clutch.
Oh, my mistake. That was a box-in-1 on James Castro as the crowd reacts to the call right now of possession, which I believe should be the ball of the clutch.
Ito overturn.
Tama.
It's the right call. At Navotas clutch. Ito, sa tapikan na to, klarong-klaro na si tinapik
Right.
ni Francis
Edibag.
Ebidag.
Kitang-kita.
Ebidag, yung bola na yun.
Ebidag. Correct myself.
And improper bench decorum na matatawag doon. It's just a warning, Coach Christian. Staring at a 16-point deficit. Itong Navotas clutch. Bola nila ngayon.
They
JP
need this.
Calvo. Tries a 3, misses it.
Good
Tapik
tap
ni
by Gary.
David. Punta dito kay Sazon. Fresh 14. Jacking up another 3. And completely missing it. Chester Saldua. Scramble sa bola. Nakuha niya yon. 10 seconds sa shot clock. Calvo. That's his range. JP Calvo. A lot like a Mike Bibby pull-up jumper inside the lane. Chipping down the lead para dito sa Navotas clutch. 14-point lead that they are facing. Lamang pa rin ang Bataan defenders. 44-30. And our luminaries, our league president, Mr. Alfred Vega Fria, Congressman Toby Chanco, our senators, Manny Pacquiao and Senator Jinggoy, enjoying the action. And talagang ang tindi ng matchup natin eh. And all the way from far north, isa sa mga kasama natin sa PSC. Ating mabuting kaibigan, Sir Edwin Lianes, nakatutok all the way from Abra. Kasama pa ang kanyang baby boy. Nanonood sa atin.
Nice play.
Great. Drop pass there. And Ebidag. Ang ganda ng kanyang pag-step up ngayon. Binigyan ng pagkakataon nito ni Coach Kerwin McCoy and answers the call. And still not giving up on that 3-point shot. Yves Sazon, nagpabasa lamang to 13 points.
Alam mo, Coach Hammer, ang hirap bantayan itong 3 points ni Yves Sazon. Talagang, kumbaga tawagin, super jump shot. Ang taas.
And then, talking about being super offensively, Gary David has been one of the best offensive talents natin sa bansa.
For the last, what?
So many
7
years.
Yes, so many years.
Right on their game plan. Itong Navotas clutch, stroking another 3 courtesy of Fidel Castro na nagbaba sa lamang to 12 points, 48-36.
Maganda sana kung makakuha sila ng stop dito. If we can, you know, kung maibaba nila itong lead na to, papasok ng halftime, maybe to 9 or 8. Magandang momentum papasok ng second half.
At yun nga ang importante. It's getting those stops and converting them into points, Coach Christian.
Yeah, but now they give up a foul and
Ito,
it's
mabibigat
gonna
na
end up free throws.
mabibigat na 3-pointers itong binitawan ng clutch, pero hindi sila makakuha ng stop. Kukuha sila ng 3 points, mamimigay din sila ng puntos.
Tama, last game lang. Nung unang panalo nila, kalaban ng bandera. They were able to get to the line 37 times. Nagmintis pa sila ng 10 nun at nanalo sila ng 4 points.
And right there, Al Carlos splitting his charities, giving them a 13-point lead. 33 seconds remaining on our second quarter. Sazon dials a 3 again. Misses it again. Laksamana for the rebound. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Jay Sierra nasa loob ngayon, trying to get this offensive set going. Jay Sierra, hook pass to Gary David. Great move there by El Granada, but overcooks the finish.
Napitawan ng bola.
Merong 8 segundo para umupensa itong clutch. Pero ang sama ng pagkaka-engage nila doon. That was a 5-on-2, Coach Christian.
But hindi nagkatinginan sa mata kasi kakashoot lang nitong si Ives Sazon. At hindi mo naman masisi si Calvo, pero tama ka, no? On a 5-on-2 situation, instead of looking for the 3, on a situation like that, you want to look for the layup before the 3.
Kumbaga sa boksingero, hinahanap agad yung haymaker para maka-knockout. Masyado pang maaga sa laban. Ito, 5 segundo nilalabi.
Foul.
And that's a foul away from the ball.
It's 2 free throws.
And that's 2 free throws. Sabi mo nga, Coach Christian, penalty na. Itong Navotas clutch.
Yun ang mabigat doon. Nag-turnover ka na. You waste an opportunity. And then magkakamali ka pa on the defensive. And instead of defending the ball, that was about 50 to 60 feet pass coming from the other side of the court. Eh, dahil over the limit ka na. Ngayon, papasok sa halftime. Mukhang lalamang pa ng 15. Itong Bataan.
Naipasok pa rito si Espuelas, Gio Espuelas. Nabigyan ng pagkakataon sa huli 5 segundo netong ating second quarter. 14 na puntos na lamang para dito sa clutch. With that shot, hindi maibababa yung lamang. Ating score, 50 to 36. Lamang ang Bataan defenders due to their timely stops. Maganda ang shooting neto ni Sazon. Marami siyang itinira pero nakaka-convert siya. And patuloy na pananalasa sa depensa nito ni Gino Jumawas nung simula ng ating third quarter. Pero na-sustain naman ng Bataan defenders yung kanilang run na yon. And as you see, James Castro trying and creating for a three-pointer for the big guy. JC, Kenya Flor, and Gary David, textbook, catching it, shooting it, making it, rinse and repeat. Now Carlos, great game din last game. Pinagpapatuloy ang kanyang pananalasa. Halftime! Lamang ang Bataan defenders, 50 kontra sa Navotas clutch, 36. Stats and a whole lot more sa aming pagbabalik. You're still watching Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Good move from